Welcome back to Academic Reports in English. In this lesson we'll look at different ways to get ideas for your writing. This is called brainstorming. So let's get to it. You need many good ideas to write a good report. So it's very important to take time to generate as many good ideas as possible before you actually start writing your report. This process of generating ideas is called brainstorming. There are several ways to get ideas through brainstorming. Probably most of you will know that you have to do some reading about your topic and then make notes or lists of ideas. Another way is to talk about the topic with your friends, with your teacher or with your classmates. These are all common ways to brainstorm. One other way to brainstorm that you may not be so familiar with is to make a mind map. Let's look at how to do this. So let's go through the process of making a mind map. Let's say that the topic of your report is the question, what is an effective leader? So you start by writing that question in the middle of the page. Then, as the diagram shows, you try to expand the idea of effective leadership in as many different ways as possible. So the first idea you might come up with is what kind of skills does an effective leader have? And here we have three different skills. Listening skills, being positive and motivating. You could have got these by talking with your classmates or your friends, or you could have just thought of them yourself and you jot them down onto the mind map. So after skills we need to add a few more categories to our mind map, and perhaps gender could be an important one, whether the leader is male or female or some other gender category, or their style. And having done a little bit of reading about leadership, I found out there are different kinds of styles: autocratic, authoritative, paternalistic, or to have a coaching style. So I jot all those down, and you can see that the mind map is gradually getting bigger and bigger. And so we carry on trying to add more and more ideas to our mind map. For example, we might want to know how to train for leadership. So we jot down some ideas such as shadowing, following somebody, having a mentor, somebody who's a bit older or has been a leader for longer, giving tasks to encourage leadership. We can also add other ideas such as what kinds of occupations produce leaders or are very important for leadership, such as CEOs, supervisors, managers or team leaders. And gradually, as you can see, our mind map is getting more and more complicated with more and different ideas that may or may not be related to each other. After you generate some ideas, it's a good idea to stop and think. What aspects of leadership interest you, and therefore what direction your report should take? For example, you can decide that skills are really important, and also in what ways leadership can be trained. And now you have some good ideas to start writing your report. As you can see, it's not that you're using all the ideas you have written. The most important thing about a mind map is to generate as many ideas and options as possible. And this includes very good ideas and also ones which are not so useful. In this example, I won't include the style of leadership or which occupations require you to be an effective leader. The important process is to generate as many ideas as possible so you can choose the best topics amongst all these possible options. Please don't think that the ideas you didn't choose are useless. You never know. The ideas you didn't use for this report might become useful later on while you continue to write your report, or you might be able to use them for another one. The most important thing about mind mapping is to learn to take time to generate good ideas. So try to be creative and generate as many ideas as possible. In this lesson we've looked at how to get ideas for your academic reports. Many writers find it very difficult to start writing, and they spend a lot of time staring at a piece of paper or a blank computer screen. It doesn't have to be like that if you can do some kind of brainstorming, reading about your topic, making notes, making lists, talking with others, or making a mind map. These are all great ways to begin the writing process. Please try them out if you haven't done that already. In our next lesson, we will look at how to organise these ideas. So, see you there.